In this video, we're going to dissect a pig's kidney. So let's start. This is the renal artery. They carry large amounts of blood from the aorta to the kidney. And this is the renal vein. It is the main blood vessels that carries blood from the kidney and ureter to the inferior vena cava, a large vein that carries blood to the heart from the lower part of the body. Now, we're going to cut the kidney into half so that we can see the inside structures of the kidney. This is the renal cortex. It is the solid-looking outermost part of the kidney. It contains many small arteries and veins that carry blood to and from approximately 1 million nephrons located in the cortex. And this is the medulla. These are the fibrous or triangular zones in the medulla that contain the collecting ducts which collects the urine from the kidney tubules of the nephrons in the cortex. It is also the region located inward from the cortex. It includes the cone-shaped renal pyramids. And lastly, this hollow part in the center of the kidney is the renal pelvis. The collecting ducts drain into the pelvis. From there, the urine passes out through the ureter to the urinary bladder. Now, we're going to discuss the correct pathway of blood through the kidney. Unfiltered blood enters the kidney through the renal arteries and found in the hyaluronic region. It branches into the segmental arteries and then it will get along the spaces between the renal pyramids known as the renal columns. These blood vessels, known as the interlobar arteries, after reaching it, it will split off into the top or the base of the renal pyramids, known as the arcuate arteries. Then, it will further branch into the renal cortex as the interlobar arteries or cortical radiate arteries. These blood vessels serve multiple nephrons, where filtration of the blood occurs. Specifically, the glomerulus blood is supplied to the glomerulus vein afferent arterioles. Once the wave's filtered blood exceeds to the afferent arterioles and then diverges into the peritubular capillaries, which supply blood streams proximal in the cell, convoluted tubules, and into the collecting duct, then into the vasa recta, which supplies blood to the loop of Henle. And lastly, it will converge again in the cortical radiate veins or in the interlopular veins. Then, it will pass through the arcuate veins at the base of the pyramids. This leads to the blood back to the renal columns and the interlobar veins, which then goes to the renal veins in the hyaline region, before sending the filtered blood to the inferior vena cava of the heart.